Hello everyone, showing Anne Hathaway's film that aired 20 years ago. Enjoy watching and don't forget to subscribe so you can get other interesting info, and let's go. The Other Side of Heaven is a 2001 American adventure drama film written and directed by Mitch Davis, based on John H. Groberg's autobiography In the Eye of the Storm. The film stars Christopher Gorham as John Groberg and Anne Hathaway as Jean Groberg, née Sabine. The film showcases Groberg's experiences as a missionary of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, LDS Church, in the Tongan Islands in the 1950s. During the 1950s, John Gorham graduates from Brigham Young University and is called on a 3-year mission to Tonga. Throughout the film, Groberg and his fiancée Jean Hathaway exchange letters monthly. After a long journey across the Pacific, Groberg arrives in Tonga and is sent to a group of very remote islands. He is assigned a native Tongan companion, Feki Jofolau. As a new missionary, he struggles with learning the language, and studies it intensely and learns more about Tongan culture. Release date December 14, 2001. The Princess Diaries is a 2001 American coming-of-age comedy film produced by Walt Disney Pictures and directed by Gary Marshall. Based on Meg Cabot's 2000 young adult novel of the same name, the film was written by Gina Wenkos and stars Anne Hathaway and Julie Andrews, with a supporting cast consisting of Hector Elizondo, Heather Matarazzo, Mandy Moore, Caroline Goodall, and Robert Schwartzman. The film follows Mia Thermopolis Hathaway, a shy American teenager who learns she is heir to the throne of a European kingdom. Under the tutelage of her estranged grandmother, Andrews, the kingdom's reigning queen, Mia must decide whether to claim the throne she has inherited or renounce her title permanently. Released on August 3, 2001, the film was an unexpected commercial success, grossing over $165 million worldwide. Despite earning mixed reviews for its plot and themes, Hathaway's performance was widely praised by film critics, ranking among the most profitable films of 2001. Nickleby is a 2002 British-American period comedy drama film written and directed by Douglas McGrath. The screenplay is based on the life and adventures of Nicholas Nickleby by Charles Dickens, which originally was published in serial form between March 1838 and September 1839. Charlie Hunnam stars in the titular role alongside Nathan Lane, Jim Broadbent, Christopher Plummer, Jamie Bell, Anne Hathaway, Romelu Garai, Alan Cumming, and Timothy Spall. A prologue introduces the Nicklebys, country gentry who enjoy a comfortable life in the Devon countryside until the father dies and leaves his family with no source of income. 19-year-old Nicholas, his mother, and his younger sister, Kate, venture to London to seek help from their wealthy, cold-hearted Uncle Ralph, an investor who arranges for Nicholas to be hired as a tutor at Dotheboys Hall in Yorkshire and finds Kate work as a seamstress. Enchanted is a 2004 fantasy romantic comedy film directed by Tommy O'Haver and written by Karen McCullough Lutz and Kirsten Smith, loosely based on Gail Carson Levine's 1997 novel of the same name. Starring Anne Hathaway and Hugh Dancy, the film plays with the usual fairy tale genre. In the kingdom of Lamia, misguided fairy godmother Lucinda Periweather bestows the gift of obedience on newborn Ella of Frel, causing her to instantly obey any command she is given. Some years later, on her deathbed, Ella's mother warns her daughter not to tell anyone about the gift, for fear that someone might use it to exploit Ella. Years later, Ella's father Sir Peter marries wealthy socialite, Dame Olga, who dislikes Ella and treats her poorly. Ella meets Prince Charmant, pursued by his besotted fan club, who invites her to his coronation ball. Jealous, Olga's daughters Hattie and Olive find out about Ella's obedience and use it to humiliate her. Olga later forces Ella to cut ties with her best friend, Arita. Release date April 9, 2004. The Princess Diaries 2 Royal Engagement is a 2004 American family comedy film and the sequel to 2001's The Princess Diaries. Unlike the first film, this film is not based on any of the books. Most of the cast returned from the first film, including Julie Andrews, Anne Hathaway, Hector Elizondo, Heather Matarazzo, and Larry Miller. Gary Marshall returned to direct and Deborah Martin Chase and Whitney Houston to produce. New characters include Viscount Mabry, John Rhys Davies, Lord Nicholas Devereux, Chris Pine, his film debut, and Andrew Jacoby, Callum Blue. 5 years after the first film, Mia Thermopolis graduates from Princeton University, returning to Genovia. There, she awaits her grandmother, Queen Clarice's, abdication. Dancing with all eligible bachelors at her 21st birthday party to find a husband, she meets a dashing young gentleman named Nicholas, and the two become mutually attracted. Release date August 11, 2004. Despite not being critically successful, the film had a worldwide box office of $134.7 million.